Hi everyone, my name is Joyce Mason-Monheim, and I'm here sheltering in place in my home with my family here in Tucson. And I know that these are challenging times, and we have Mother's Day just right around the corner, and so Teleflora is here to help you with ways to make this holiday easier for you and to make sure everyone is safe. We have different planning ideas that will help you with products, with labor factors, delivering, all these different things that make sure that we get through this holiday together. And that's what Teleflora is all about, making sure that we help you. In this video, I want to share with you a design concept that focuses on the maximum impact with minimum product. Using less insertions, which saves on labor, using less product, which helps with your cost of goods, but in the outcome achieving perceived value for your consumer that they can just enjoy for the holiday. I call these, and it's not a very attractive name, but I call them space hogs because that's the essential thing that they do, is they take up a lot of space in order for you to be able to create a design. And it's simply by taking a foam design, and I like using foam design for holidays because I think they're faster, but taking foam in your container, and it's as simple as taking rocks. Placing rocks into the center of your design. You could use moss, you could use wood chips, you could also use salal leaves. And salal leaves, just by placing them in and pinning them in all the way around, creates that space in the center. And what it gives you is you're just designing in that outside space. So it creates interest. One of the products that I really like using for this is hydrangea. And with hydrangea, the amazing thing about them is that they're massive, they have a lot of volume to them. And I wanted to place that in the center of the design. What that does is it gives me textural impact, it gives me a focal area, it draws my attention to this center area with this beautiful product. But a lot of people don't like putting hydrangea into foam, and it can be a challenge. I have a couple secrets that I can show you that work really well for me. Of course, getting rid of all of the stems or the leaves that are on the hydrangea, and just clean that up a bit. And if I take, of course with my foam, if I take an apple corer and take the very center out, what that does is it gives me a nice direct hole. You can see my foam in there. And I'm able then to put my hydrangea right in there. The next thing that I do, because my container is full of water, I use alum. I just dip it into alum. I have that right on my design counter. I use it all the time. And what that does then takes the stem right down to the bottom where the water source is, but it gives me a nice, great focal area. Then I'm just designing around this. But another one that I want to show you today is some fun things, and that's using repurposing materials. I have some lids. These are lids off of plastic containers. I cut it down to the size that I wanted to put inside the container, and then I've just covered it with birdseed. And this is done very easily just by taking this, covering it with white glue, and then pouring birdseed onto it. And then just doing a couple layers, leaving it to dry overnight. And then by having it on the plastic layer, what happens is I'm not wicking any water out of my foam. It's nice and secure. It's not going to go anywhere. I can pour water on top of it. It's not going to go anywhere. But when I place that in the very center of my container, then I'm able just to insert all the way around this, and this takes up all my space. It gives me tremendous texture. It's just really kind of fun. Another one that you can do it with is sunflower seeds. Just by using sunflower seeds, birdseed sunflower seeds, you can get those anywhere. So you can, whether it's a grocery store or whether it's a hardware store or wherever, that's readily available to us. Same with white glue, you can get that in most places. And just having something fun and easy to do this with is really kind of fun. So by placing that in, all I have to do then is just take my stems and just start inserting that all the way around with some beautiful spring tulips, whatever you'd like to do, whatever products you have, and just start building that center. And you can see that that takes up so much space that you don't have to put a lot of product into that. Let me show you a completed one doing the same. And here I've just used sunflower seeds right down into the very center, and then minimized that product volume but maximized the space with perceived value with all of this negative space. You have tremendous texture by doing that. It creates your focal area. You have depth, and you just develop a fabulous design that can be delivered to your consumer for Mother's Day. Again, from Teleflora, we are here to help you in any way that we can. Remember that we're all in this together.